Hey guys, wait for a couple of people to get in here. I know I look awful, but I wanted to jump on here real quick. Come on, come on, come on. Nobody. Hey. Hey. Okay, so it came out that there was going to be a presser today, and I just got a breaking news alert from Fox. Let me pull it up. I don't know if you guys can see. Idaho murder, suspect in custody in killing of 4 university students, law enforcement source says. Authorities have a suspect in custody in the November 13th murders of 4 University of Idaho students, a high-ranking law enforcement source told Fox News Digital. A man in his mid-20s was taken into custody by local police and the FBI at 3 a.m. in Scranton, Pennsylvania, the law enforcement source said. The suspect is a college student but does not attend the University of Idaho, the source added. He appeared in court this morning. Ethan Chapin, 20, Xana Kernodle, 20, Kaylee Gonsalves, 21, and Madison Mogan, 21, were stabbed to death in the early morning hours in a rental home just yards from campus. The mysterious killings initially baffled investigators and left the small college town of 25,000 deeply shaken. The 4 students were each stabbed multiple times in the torso and were likely ambushed in their sleep with a large fixed blade knife between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. according to the coroner and police. 2 surviving female roommates who lived on the basement level appeared to have slept through the gruesome attack. Shortly before noon, the roommates summoned friends to the house because they believed one of the victims on the second floor had passed out, authorities said. Okay, everything else is all stuff we know. Let me just skim through here real quick. That's it. Here's another one. This one says police have confirmed that a 25-year-old man has been arrested in Pennsylvania in connection with the deaths. Let's see what else I can find. Yeah, this is crazy. Sorry, like I said, I know I look awful, but I wanted to bring this. I was so excited. I was going to do a live because Ethan's brother posted last night that he got a call at 10:56 and was told that, well, there was going to be a presser today, and it was big, and it was hard for him to get back to sleep. And then I saw confirmed that there was going to be a presser today. And today is Kaylee and Maddie's memorial service. And my best friend Steph pointed out that they had said they weren't going to have it until the killer was caught. Now, they had this planned before Christmas, so I don't know how long this has been in the works, but wow. And can I just say, it's my dad's birthday, his heavenly birthday. And what an amazing gift. Because I know if he was here, he would have been invested in this case. So happy birthday, Dad. Wow. I'm super excited. I was hoping this would be taken care of by Christmas for the families, but a great start to the new year, maybe. No, I haven't found the name yet, but my video I had planned today was, are signs pointing to an arrest? Because I've seen things here in the past few days that have led me to think it was coming. I went back last night and I rewatched all the pressers from early, like from the first one, the second one, and then the pre-recorded ones, and you could notice a difference in the chief getting more confident, getting more comfortable. Yesterday when they announced they were going to clean the house, he thanked everyone for tips, but didn't ask for any more tips. And he always asked you to keep calling in tips. So there were little things pointing in this direction. And then I heard there was going to be a presser. And I was like, you don't want to get your hopes up. But yes, just a mama, I am serious. Yes, they arrested apparently a 25-year-old man who is a college student, not at the University of Idaho, in Scranton, Pennsylvania, in the wee hours of the morning, and this is their suspect. So, wow. Hang on here. I'm gonna just scan to see if I can find anything else. I'm shaking, you guys. I don't know if you can see, but I am like shaking. Holy cow. So anybody have any ideas? I figured this was going to be like Delphi, and it's going to be somebody that we hadn't mentioned, that was going to be completely off the radar. But wow. Pennsylvania. Okay, let's see what this one says. A 25-year-old man has been arrested in Pennsylvania in connection with the stabbing deaths of 4 University of Idaho students whose bodies were found in a rental home near campus last month. Multiple law enforcement sources with direct knowledge of the investigation said Friday. It marks the first major break in a case that has both captivated and mystified the globe. The sources said the man was apprehended in the Scranton area Friday morning. Few details have been released publicly. We know this. That's it. No name. I can't believe the name hasn't gotten out. See what you guys are saying in chat. Yes, Happy New Year and happy heavenly birthday to my dad. Yes, we will definitely be celebrating even more, right? Yeah, I mean, Gemma, wouldn't it be something though if this guy's name is Jack? Thank you, Sissy. Yeah, just a mama at Scranton, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Madam Web Sleuth. Thank you, Fireball. I appreciate it. Yes, Vicky H. It's been confirmed by several law enforcement agencies, and Moscow PD already has a presser scheduled for today. It is supposed to be at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and I'm assuming this is what they were going to tell us, but somehow it broke early. But yeah, apparently a 25-year-old man who is a college student, but not at University of Idaho, was arrested at 3 a.m. He was located in Scranton, Pennsylvania. I wonder if this guy was in the Elantra. Wow, so many questions, you guys. Maybe a neighbor, I don't know. I'm trying to think of people. I'm trying to go back and think of people, like anybody that could have a connection to the East Coast. Yeah, Megs, I wish I knew what the tip was. I wish I knew what the tip was. Hang on just a second, guys. I need to jump away for just a second. Had to change. Okay. In case anybody was trying to do a super sticker or super chat or anything to get my attention, I turned it on. Yeah, just a mama. Yeah, I'm on top of it. I was up late last night. I had 2 football games to watch, and they weren't over till almost midnight. And even while I was watching the football games, I was doing stuff, prepping for today's video, trying to gather everything that, to me, was a sign that maybe an arrest was coming. And got up this morning, and as you know from my past videos, I check my phone and start going through anything that happened through the night. I saw Ethan's brother's post and confirmed that, yes, there was going to be a press conference. Got my link for the press conference. In case you're interested, it's going to be on the Moscow PD YouTube channel. Like I said, it's 1 p.m. Pacific, so that's 3 p.m. my time, which is Central, so you can kind of convert for wherever you're at. And we were hoping for something big to come out because Ethan's brother was so excited, and it was a couple hours before the scheduled service for Kaylee and Maddie, and wow. Yeah, Jonathan, he did not attend the same college. No, he is a college student, but not University of Idaho. So, wow, I'm absolutely mind blown right now, you guys. There was the Hannah Clear speculation. We talked about it yesterday. And I was kind of digging into that because, babe, do you want to come on? I don't know where my husband is, but I was talking to my husband about the possibilities of, people saying, do you want to come on, babe?
Maybe later.
Okay. People saying that it could have been one of her relatives that, thank you, Fireball, thank you so much. Thank you. That it could have been one of her relatives that just snapped because her birthday was November 15th and she died in February. This would have been her first birthday after her passing. And I was talking about, like, today's my dad's birthday. It's been a while since he passed, but these days are hard for me. My mom's birthday, my dad's birthday, their anniversary, things like that. They still get to me. And this being the first birthday that she had after she passed, could that have been enough to push them over the edge? And they were like, I'm done. They're not getting away with this. If they believed that one of the girls bullied Hannah, and that's why this happened, right? So I'm going through and I'm digging and stuff, and I found out that in my background report, I found out that her dad owns a Hyundai Sonata. It's like a 2005. And when I looked at the picture, it doesn't really look like an Elantra. I just thought, wow, what a coincidence, right? And my husband said that theory actually, out of all of them, makes the most sense. That it could be like her brother or somebody like that snapped and did this. But my mind is going 100 different directions right now. I know they had connections in Illinois and Idaho and a few other places, but I don't know about the East Coast. And I don't know. Wow. I'm not saying it's her family, but that was kind of where, we were looking. So, okay, anybody that's just joining, there was a presser scheduled for today. As far as I know, it's still scheduled for today at 1 o'clock Pacific time. We expected big news because Ethan's brother posted last night. He got a call at 10:56 saying they were going to have this presser and it was going to be a big announcement. He was so excited about what was coming that he couldn't get back to sleep. So I was scheduling my videos, trying to, I got my link for the presser, yada, yada, and I got breaking news that a suspect was in custody, and it's out there at several different places now. Apparently, it is a 25-year-old man, a college student, not a student at the U of I. They arrested him at about 3 a.m. in Scranton, Pennsylvania. And apparently this is our guy. We don't know the name. I can't believe the name's not out there, but I'm sure we'll find out at the presser. And I can't wait. It's 3 o'clock my time, so we still got a wait. But wow. And as I mentioned, Kaylee and Maddie's memorial service today is at 3:30 their time, and they wanted to wait until the killer was in custody because they were so afraid that they might show up at any service that they held. And I know it's been planned for a while, so I kind of wonder how long has this been in the works? Did the families know they were getting close? Is that why they felt comfortable enough to go ahead and have a service? I don't know. Maybe it's just a coincidence that this happened on the same day that their service is scheduled. But wow, like I said, this is huge. What a way to start the new year for these families that we're taking the first step, right? Police have kept everything. They've been very tight-lipped. I feel like as far as protecting their case, they've done that. Hopefully this guy, whoever he ends up being, is going to get prosecuted, convicted. Are they a death penalty state? I believe they are. Hopefully this person gets what's coming to them, because I don't care. Not that I would tolerate bullying, but if it comes down to somebody was mad because these people bullied somebody, I don't care what you do in your life, you never deserve to be murdered. Never. And this was awful. I mean, this was overkill. This was beyond. Nobody deserved this. So I am so glad that somebody is caught. April. So there was a girl. Her name was Hannah Clear. She was a former roommate of, I believe it was Madison, of Maddie. And she overdosed in February of 2022, apparently on over-the-counter sleep medication. Moscow PD and her dad said there was no foul play, no connection to the murders, etc. A theory started floating out there that these murders happened as a result of Hannah passing away, that there had been some bullying involved that drove her to overdose. And people have speculated that that was the motive for these killings, to get back at them for the bullying. Hannah's birthday was November 15th. These murders happened on November 13th. Her birthday, this was her first birthday. She died in February, so this would be the first birthday since her passing. And people have made the connection that her birthday being so close to the day is what set the killer off, and this was revenge for Hannah's passing. Did that help clear it up? I hope. Jim Halpert. I don't know, Kevin. I don't know. Y'all, I know it's a bad time to say it, but could y'all give me a thumbs up, please, and get this out there, share it so people know that we are live right now. Put hashtag Idaho for, hashtag Idaho students, whatever. So if people are looking for information, they can get it by searching that hashtag. I would really appreciate any help with that you guys could give me. That would be fantastic. Welcome, Kaz. We're glad to have you here. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. It's free. Click the bell to all and you'll get notified whenever I do a video or come on looking like a crazy person and go live with breaking news. Exactly, Gemma. Hannah's dad asked that, you know, he didn't want her name, her memory to be attached to these murders. So he wanted to protect that. And I get that. And like I said, Moscow PD said it was not related, but that theory just persisted. If not someone in her family, a friend, someone close to her, that knew she was bullied or what have you, did this crime. And we have no way of knowing if that's true or not. Thank you, Jonathan. Welcome. Jason Elkins. I don't know, just a mama. Who is he? Oh, okay. Thank you, Megs. Thank you, Kaz. Thank you, Steph. I wouldn't say I look beautiful, but I was not ready to come live yet. I sat down and said, throw me a hat, because my hair is a mess. But, yeah, anybody that's just coming in, there is a suspect in custody, a 25-year-old man, a college student, not a student from University of Idaho. Don't have his name yet. He was arrested in Scranton, Pennsylvania at about 3:30 in the morning. So let me just update real quick and see if there's anything out here. Looks like it's really starting to hit everywhere now. Yeah, nothing that we haven't already talked about. Let's see what these people have to say. Just that he's 25. So I wonder if, I mean, it brings up a lot of questions. Was this someone that just happened to be in the area? Could it have been random? It seems targeted. Could this be a student from another university in the area that was home on break? Were they making a run for it? How did they end up on the East Coast? Kevin, I have to read your comment out loud. This is too much. I farted so loud when I heard the news. USS Liberty, do you have a source for that? Kevin, I like you. We could be friends. Mindy, is there 2 suspects? I don't know. I just know one has been arrested right now. Hopefully we will find out more at the presser. So USS Liberty is saying Dylan was arrested in Boise. I'm asking if you have a source, but they haven't posted yet. I have not heard that, so I'm not going to say. Let me see if I can find anything. Running Buck Do you have a source? If so, can you email it to me? Oh, it's TikTok. I'm not going to go to TikTok. I'm not finding anything. Fox News? When did they report this? Yeah, I'm seeing that, DL. I'm seeing it. I'm looking. Right. Yes, JP, it was a 25-year-old suspect arrested in Scranton, Pennsylvania. He's a college student, but not from U of I. Beth? Hang on. Let me jump on the Twitter real quick here. Hold up. Get to my man Brian Enton because I trust him. Okay, I'm not seeing it. Kevin, I don't know where you saw that, but I see it like 8 minutes ago. He tweeted, an arrest has been made in the Moscow, Idaho quadruple homicide. I have learned. Let's see what this news source is saying. Okay, this says that the person of interest in the Idaho murders was arrested in Pennsylvania near the Pocono Mountains. A man has been taken into custody near the Pocono Mountains in connection with the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. In Monroe County, Pennsylvania. Further circumstances regarding the nature of the arrest and the suspect's capture are not immediately known. The suspect appeared in front of a Monroe County judge around 8:30 a.m. Friday. And the press conference is still scheduled for the same time. I wish they would bump that up. Jason David Elkins, according to JLR and Mob Crew. Beth is one of the surviving roommates, Dylan and Bethany. Okay, so let me look this guy. Jason. David Elkins. Wow, this is the guy. I don't know if you can see. This is Jason David Elkins. So it was a J name. Not a Jack, but... Man. So what? Okay, we need to know more about this guy. Obviously, like, what is? There's a connection. There's got to be a connection. What is the connection? Oh my. Okay, thanks, Steph. I just looked at the message. So I've got this. I don't know how well you can see. This says 2 in custody. Dylan J. White, age 23. Arrest date Friday, 12:30. Time 2:52 a.m. Jason David Elkins of Meridian, Idaho, age 22. Arrest date Friday, 12:30. Time 2:44 a.m. So a Dylan was arrested, but it doesn't appear to be that Dylan. So it's faster for me to go through my socials on my phone, so bear with me. Man, I'm glad they got somebody, but you still got to ask yourself why. All right. Let's see. This was posted about 20 minutes ago. Sources said that authorities knew who they were looking for and had tracked the man down to Pennsylvania. A SWAT team entered the location where he was staying in order to take him into custody Friday. The suspect appeared before a judge Friday morning. Just such little information. Okay, now, according to Laura Garcia, who is a NBC News reporter, this says that he once attended the University of Idaho. Wow. Okay, Megs, I'm looking at your email now. Wow, this guy looks like a real piece of work. Well, this picture on his Facebook is from November 1st. Guess that was their Halloween costume. December 2nd, it was fun while it lasted. December 9th, me walking around, no meds, no therapy, completely detached from reality, and knowing full well I'm a danger to society. December 11th, parents, I don't like who you're becoming. Me, shoulda wore a condom. 3 days ago. This guy doesn't care about anything. Oh, Lord, he's from El Reno, Oklahoma. Fantastic. Says he went to Nampa High School, lives in Meridian, Idaho, but he's from El Reno, Oklahoma. Great. Well, I don't claim him. I'm an Okie. I don't claim this guy. Kevin, I think if you heard sneezing, it was probably one of my dogs. BS 17, yes, there is going to be a presser today, 1 o'clock Pacific time. It's going to be streamed on the Moscow PD YouTube channel. Yeah, Dr. Yuki doesn't appear to be frat brother related. So, yeah, if you're just coming in, there has been at least one arrest. It looks like possibly 2 arrests in the Idaho murders. A man by the name of Jason David Elkins. He was arrested. It sounds like a SWAT team went in where he was staying and made the arrest at about 3:30 this morning. And he appeared in court this morning in Pennsylvania. He was in Scranton, Pennsylvania, near the Pocono Mountains, and I guess police knew who they were looking for. They just had to track him down. Some sources are saying he is a college student, but not at U of I. Some are saying he used to go to U of I. His Facebook says that he is currently living in Meridian, Idaho. I don't know how far that is from where the crime took place. And like I said, there is still a presser scheduled for this afternoon. Yes, my life's a hoot. Yes. Let's bring that up. The TikTok tarot card reader was wrong. It wasn't Jack D, and it wasn't the history professor. Imagine that. Alrighty. This is crazy. Like, I was so excited for the press conference. Like I said, Ethan's brother had posted a huge press conference today. That's all I will say. Got a call at 10:56 last night, and it has been hard to fall back asleep. Wow. Wow. Let's see. Moscow has an update. No, they're still just talking about, thank you, Frank Labella. They're still just talking about having their press conference. Moscow has not said anything official. Let's see. Brian Enton is saying arrest happened early this morning in Pennsylvania. We know that. So this says, we've been hearing he's 25. This says 23-year-old male appeared in court charged with slayings of Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, Kaylee Gonsalves, and Madison Mogan, student of another college. He was apprehended by FBI and local police at 0300 hours in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Let's see here. Okay, hold up. So, 5 minutes ago, Channel 6 ABC is reporting Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania. A 25-year-old man was arrested Friday in the Poconos in connection with the murders of 4 University of Idaho students, law enforcement sources tell ABC News. Action News has confirmed the man's name is Brian Kohberger. That's not who we've been talking about, y'all. Brian, Bryan Kohberger, Kohberger. Sources say that authorities knew who they were looking for and had tracked Kohberger down to Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania. A SWAT team entered the location Kohberger was staying in and took him into custody, sources say. The Moscow Police Department in Idaho will hold a news conference Friday afternoon to announce developments in the investigation. So, okay, like I said, this was posted 5 minutes ago. Brian Kohberger. Well, what can we find out about him? Okay, let's just read this thing that he has written here. My name is Brian, and I'm inviting you to participate in a research project that seeks to understand how emotions and psychological traits influence decision-making when committing a crime. In particular, this study seeks to understand the story behind your most recent criminal offense with an emphasis on your thoughts and feelings throughout your experience. In the event that your most recent offense was not one that led to a conviction, you may still participate. Additional surveys are included after the open-ended section as to best understand your unique traits. The study should take about 15 to 20 minutes to fully complete. Your identity and all answers provided are completely confidential, and the link to the survey is also an anonymous link. This research has been approved by the DeSales University IRB. Participants must be 18 years of age and older. If you opt to participate, you may terminate participation at any time and for any reason. If you have any questions about this research, you may contact the research team via email. Thank you for your time. What do you think? So, this is potentially our guy? says he graduated from Northampton Community College, class of 2018, from Albrightsville, Pennsylvania. He made the dean's list. So he has a degree in criminal psychology. What the? Y'all, this is nuts. So they said he was a college student, but not at the U of I. And I've heard them talk about Pullman, which is very close to Moscow, correct? Apparently, this guy is a grad student in the Department of Criminal Justice and Criminology at WSU Pullman, which would explain why he would have been in Idaho, even though he is from Pennsylvania. He is a PhD student. That's him at the bottom. Sorry, it's not a very good picture, I guess. Wow. Let's see if I can get that bigger. That's him. He's been to Moscow, Idaho numerous times and planned the attack. He studied these cases for years and wanted to commit his own. Yeah, Kelly Howard, I mean, this is good advice. We all need to chill out and wait for the LE presser. 2 other guys have allegedly been arrested too. We don't know what's going on until we hear from LE. 9 miles from Pullman to Moscow. I knew it was close. I didn't know it was that close. What, babe?
I gotta take care of this one.
Yeah, I mean, they're saying in connection. It could be that maybe there's more than one person. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to open a rabbit hole, but he's a grad student. He was doing this study. Could he have, thank you for subscribing. Could he have, I don't know, convinced the other 2 to do this thing as part of his research? I don't know. Thank you for subscribing, Lisa. Yes, it is hard to chill out. I really, really wish that they would move the presser up. Yeah, Fireball, I'm sure we'll get maybe some details, but nothing, probably nothing that we want, because they do need now more than ever to protect the case. Yeah, the in connection, I mean, a lot of times we see arrests and they say the person responsible for, right? So in connection is a interesting choice of words. Makes you think car thief. Yeah, I mean, no, is it bad, Kelly? Yeah, Betty, I remember, I didn't see Michelle Walks, but when the private driver that took the girls home, when he came out and talked, I do remember him saying that he talked to police and that after he dropped them off, he went to the Taco Bell in Pullman and had a time-stamped receipt from there that I guess was like his alibi for that time, proving that he left and went there, and I don't know. Justin, do you have the right picture? Yes, Linda, I knew. Like I said, it's kind of like Delphi. This is somebody that we've never heard of, that wasn't on anybody's radar except law enforcement. I don't know, Justin, I don't know which picture you're saying that I showed was wrong, but I'm going based off of the Washington State University website has that picture with his name saying he's a PhD student in the criminology and criminal justice department. So if that's not him, I mean, I have this picture as well. Justin, can you email it to me? My email is thiscountrygirlslife@gmail.com. Okay, Kelly, so you're saying that the other two guys that were arrested stole the Elantra? Oh, you have the mugshot, Justin? We don't know yet, Catherine. Hopefully at the presser they are going to tell us if he knew them or how this all came about. Thank you, Eagle Feather. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys haven't hit the thumbs up, please do that. And if you would like to subscribe, it is completely free. Super chats and all that are always welcome, but never required. Okay, thank you, Justin. I'm going to check right now. Let's see if we got the mugshot of this guy. Got it. Okay, that's the guy I showed earlier that, oh, what was his name? Now I forgot his name. Jason, what's his face? Was it Jason? Justin? Jason Elkins? This guy. So if this guy, he was arrested, it shows up on the court records that he was arrested, and apparently he was charged with grand theft auto. Dana, so there's been an arrest in the Idaho murders. At 3 o'clock in the morning in Scranton, Pennsylvania, in the Pocono Mountains, there was an arrest. There is a 25-year-old grad student by the name of Brian Kohberger. This guy. He is from Pennsylvania. He had an undergrad degree in criminal psychology and is now a grad student at the University of Washington in Pullman, which apparently is 9 miles from Moscow, and he is in the criminal justice and criminology department getting his doctorate and doing research. He has been arrested. Like I said, he is at school in Pullman, but he is from Pennsylvania. Now, these other two were arrested. We have a Dylan J. White, age 23, arrested on Friday at 2:52 a.m. and Jason David Elkins of Meridian, Idaho, age 22, arrested on Friday 12:30 at 2:44 a.m. Elkins is the one. This is Elkins. He's from Meridian. He is the one that allegedly is charged with grand theft auto. Okay, in chat they're saying that Elkins and White knew the victims. No, Avalon, it's not John Jack. Thanks for being here, Dana. Wow. Okay, so let's catch up. This morning, Ethan's brother couldn't sleep because he got a call at 10:56 last night saying there was going to be a big news conference today. He was excited. He couldn't say what it was about, but he couldn't get back to sleep. Then it was confirmed there's going to be a presser today with Moscow PD at 1 o'clock Pacific time. Today is also the memorial service for Maddie and Kaylee. Then, breaking news, suspect in custody in connection to the quadruple murders. 25-year-old male arrested at 3 o'clock in the morning in Scranton, Pennsylvania. College student, but he doesn't go to U of I. It comes out that it's this Jason Elkins. Actually, it's the other guy, Brian Kohberger. Sorry. But this guy, Jason Elkins, has also been arrested for grand theft auto. But the other guy, Brian Kohberger, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Let's see here. Okay, so this was just updated about 5 minutes ago. Brian Kohberger was identified as the suspect accused in the stabbing deaths of 4 University of Idaho students that were killed in Moscow, Idaho. Thank you, Elite Sauce. But this is Brian. This is the 25-year-old that was arrested in Pennsylvania by the SWAT team. He is now a grad student in the criminal justice and criminology department at Washington State University in Pullman, which is about 9 miles from Moscow. He has an undergrad degree in criminal psychology and is now going for his doctorate. He was conducting research about feelings around committing crimes. It is KOH Berger. First name Brian, Bryan. Possibly, Betty. I mean, they said they knew who they were looking for, but they had to locate him. If you remember, there was a presser where they said something to the effect of, we don't know where the individual is at the moment. And now I guess we know what they meant. Brian, a sock account is like a fake name that you post under. Yeah, that's my guess, Kelly Howard, is that he was probably back in Pennsylvania for the holidays, for break. It looks like his first degree he got in Pennsylvania and then went to Pullman, Washington for grad school. You know, is this real life? My husband, he was military police, and they used to say, what, cops make the best criminals?
They sure as fuck do.
Cops make the best criminals. So I guess if you have a degree in criminal psychology, it would probably make you a good criminal as well. Martina Brief. No, I've never heard the name. Apparently he was on LE's radar. They said they knew who they were looking for. They just didn't know where he was. And as far as knowing the victims, I don't know. It sounds like the one that got busted for car theft, maybe. But he definitely wasn't on any of the radars I was watching. I don't know, Sissy, if he knew one of the surviving roommates. Possibly. I don't know. I mean, there has to be some sort of a connection, I would think. You know, I still wonder if it was random. Like I said, it takes guts to go to a house that large, not knowing if it's, you know, full of females or full of males, not knowing if these people are armed or unarmed. You're just going to take a chance and walk in there and do a murder. I mean, I know it happens, obviously. Things like that happen, you know, Ted Bundy, for example. But it feels like they knew of them, at least. Maybe not, you know, tight-knit with them, knew them super closely, very well, part of their inner circle kind of thing, but...
They probably partied there.
Is Grand Theft Auto associated with the murderer? I don't know. I feel like it is. I keep hearing the connection. The Grand Theft Auto person, Jason Elkins or whatever his name is, his name actually came out first. So I'm assuming yes. Yeah, whoever Jason Elkins is in here is not that, I don't think. Unless he's watching me from jail. Hang on here just a second. I'm going to throw out some wrenches. Megs. If you guys can kind of like just watch the chat for me. Steph. All right, I'm just going to throw a couple wrenches out there for now. Yeah, running buck, super exciting, right? We've even got trolls. Yeah, if you guys can just kind of keep an eye on the chat for me, I would appreciate it. Yeah, Sissy, I talked about that yesterday, that Kaylee's mom kind of said that all day she was kind of back and forth. She wanted to show Maddie her car, but she wasn't sure if she was going to go back, and then changed her mind and decided she wanted to go for that party as Dylan's +1. Yeah, Frank LaBella, he said, unfortunately, Kaylee and Maddie were known as the clones. Some people didn't like them and their top tier popularity. Maybe that's how they targeted them. One of my very first videos on this case, if you go back in the playlist, there was actually a movie that someone at the school was making, like a student film kind of thing, called Kill the Clones. And it was about killing people similar to them. And it was very weird. Very weird. And the timing of it coming out was right around the timing of the event. Yes, Dana, I do. I'm trying to throw out some wrenches. Dana. Okay. All right. So I guess now we just have to wait for this presser to come out. Let's see. 4 more hours for me. Hang on. Breaking news alert. Okay, so it is official. Brian Christopher Kohberger, 28, was taken into custody by local police and the FBI at 3 a.m. in Scranton, Pennsylvania, law enforcement sources say. Kohberger was being held for extradition in Monroe County Court for first-degree murder issued by the Moscow Police Department and the Latah County Prosecutor's Office in connection to the slayings of Ethan Chapin, 20, Xana Kernodle, 20, Kaylee Gonsalves, 21, and Madison Mogan, 21. The suspect is a graduate student at Washington State University in Pullman, Washington, according to the college's website. Pullman is a 15-minute drive from the rental home where the 4 students were stabbed to death. A press conference is scheduled in Moscow, Idaho at 4 p.m. to announce the major break in the case. There you have it. There you have it. They got him. Okay, I've made some of you a mod. If you Dana, just kind of keep an eye on the chat. If you see anybody getting out of hand, trolling, basically, you should be able to click on them and hide them from the chat or remove them. Yeah, Betty, I'm sure that they've got this guy in a bulletproof vest. They better have him in like full body armor or somebody's going to try to take him out. Don't let Steve Gonsalves near this guy. Yeah, Kelly, my mind just keeps going back to he was doing research for his doctorate program, right? Studying about emotions of people who have committed crimes. And you just kind of have to wonder, did he lure someone into doing this for him as some kind of like weird part of his study? Thanks, Crypto Peter. Meg's a Craigslist killer. It's not funny, but he went to a place. My son was stationed at Groton, Connecticut, on a submarine, and they used to go to a casino, the Mohegan Sun, and that was kind of associated with the Craigslist killer. And when that came out, I was just like, what? I feel like I need like a shot of tequila right now. You know, Frank, you might be right. Wouldn't it be crazy if they find writings or, you know, some kind of like electronic diary of the murders and the aftermath? Yeah, I mean, they'll end up teaching about him, right? He will be a case study in criminal psychology, which is what he majored in. Exactly, Chris A. Steve Gonsalves, if that man had an opportunity, he would take this guy out in a heartbeat. I know it.
What father wouldn't?
True. But Steve's been hot to trot. Yeah, I don't know if he's killed before, if he's been involved in something before and just hadn't been caught. I feel like if he had gotten by with it, yeah, he probably would have done it again. A lot of us, you know, were wondering, did we have a budding serial killer on our hands? And maybe. If he's this twisted at like what we're thinking, then this definitely was not a one-off. Yeah, Fireball, I've been wondering all along if this killer had done something, like you said, on a smaller scale before. And now I really wonder. I don't know, you guys. I'm just trying to process and wrap my mind around this. I think the fact that his major was criminal psychology and he was doing research for his doctorate in criminology and criminal justice about the emotions around a crime, I think that just makes it worse. June, I think they probably do have the right person. I wonder, how did they, because they had him in their sights, like they knew who they were looking for. It was just a matter of tracking him down. I'm wondering if there was a DNA hit or something. I'll show you the picture of the one you guys were talking about. If it's the guy, the grad student, is that who you're wanting to see? So this is the grad student. This is Brian Kohberger, the one that's in custody, charged with first-degree murder. No, thank you, Steph. I'll get on it now. Okay. So, my best friend Steph, aka My Life's a Hoot in chat, sent me a copy of the arrest warrant.
Go, Steph.
Commonwealth of Pennsylvania versus Brian Christopher Kohberger. Arresting agency was Hazleton. Arresting officer was Justin Leary. He's awaiting extradition. He's at the county correctional facility in Monroe County. It says his destination location is the Monroe County Prison. Birthday 11/21/1994. I guess he lives in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania, which I told you earlier in the stream. Bail was denied. Well, no shit. Felony arrest. So, wow. I just want to know, like, how did they find this guy? You guys can see can you see my phone? Like, all the notifications I've got right now. Alright, let's see here. I love that he was taken down by the SWAT team. Oh! Here we go, guys. So, here he is in his, what looks like a bulletproof vest. You guys see that okay? What a POS. Man. Okay. So as authorities knew who they were looking for and hunted the suspect down to Pennsylvania in the Pocono Mountains, more than 2,400 miles from Idaho. It is understood that Kohberger is a PhD college student at Washington State University and did not attend the University of Idaho. Oh, here's some new information, guys. A white Hyundai Elantra was towed from the home where the suspect was arrested. There you go. Moscow cops have been hunting that exact vehicle in the past 2 weeks in connection with the killings. So he had the damn Elantra. All right, guys, so that is the latest. They arrested him. He appeared in court this morning. He's waiting to be extradited back to Idaho. Everything I've told you so far lines up with him being the PhD student at Washington State University, and the new info is the white Hyundai Elantra was towed from the home where he was arrested by the SWAT team this morning. Wow, wow, wow. Now, give me a second here. Start using this picture versus his picture from the college. So, here we go. This is our guy. Hello, Phantasmic Ether. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, Phantasmic Ether, from what I understand, Elkins has been arrested for Grand Theft Auto. I don't know. But the Elantra was towed from the home where this piece of crap was arrested by the SWAT team. Can't wait to see what the TikToker decides to come out with now. Yeah, Sissy, they may have got a tip about him. I don't know. It sounds like they knew they were looking for him. They just had to track him down. Yeah, Elkins is from Meridian, Idaho, and was arrested in Pennsylvania too. So there's a connection there. People are saying that Elkins stole the Elantra. Thanks, Linda. Philip, we don't know if he's a serial killer, but it sounds like if he's not, he was on his way. So, Phantasmic Ether, what we've been kind of speculating and spitballing over here is he got his undergrad degree in criminal psychology. He was a grad student at Washington State University in Pullman. He was getting his doctorate. He was in the criminal justice and criminology department and was doing research on emotions of people who have committed crimes. So we're wondering if he conned people into helping him carry this out as some part of like his studying. We don't know. Like I said, speculation, just spitballing. I mean, with his major, what he was getting his doctorate in, you know, if that was his motive, it doesn't get much more sick and twisted. Yeah, Megs, it is a little different, but definitely like Dexter Morgan-ish, but at least Dexter went after people that kind of deserved it, you know, that got away with something that they shouldn't have. What did these people do? I don't know, Sissy. I think Idaho's a death penalty state. That's true, Kelly. There doesn't always have to be a motive. Some people just kill for the sake of it. Thrill killing. Yeah, the people that just like outright were like, this person did it. Yeah, a lot of people need to be apologized to. And, you know, I will say, I had Jack D on my list. I did. I never came out and said that he did it, but I couldn't take him off my list, and for that, I am sorry. But, you know, you're taught, you start with the inner circle and you work your way out. He was a recent significant other of one of the victims, so he was on my list. And until I knew what his alibi actually was, I was a little skeptical of him, but I never said he did it. But that TikToker better start saving her money, because there's no way she's going to win now. She was so confident. Okay, Betty says that Idaho is a death penalty state. Well, I'm sure they will be going for the death penalty on this one. Yeah, it will be interesting to see where it goes from here. You know, if there were any connections to anyone in their social circle, to Dylan and Bethany. Honestly, it makes me wonder even more. I was going to talk, this is my dog Shiloh, if you guys are new here, this is Shiloh. They were talking about releasing the 911 call, either in trial or before trial, if it wouldn't interfere with the prosecution. And I just kept saying, like, what is in that 911 call that they're wanting to protect so much? Like, what could possibly be in there that could compromise the investigation, that could compromise a trial? What could possibly be in there? And I really wonder now, like, was there something significant in that call that somehow pointed to this guy? Okay, Shiloh.
Shiloh.
If you guys are new to my channel, I have a house chicken named Steve, and I cannot believe that he is being quiet for all this.
Brian's on.
Huh?
Brian's on.
Brian Enton?
I think so, yeah. Or JB, one of them.
Oh, JB. Oh, Steve's watching JB Buno right now, so that's why he's quiet. I don't know, Phantasmic Ether. It just depends on what's in it, I guess.
Well,
Steve is in shock. He might be.
good lord, Odie.
Who's sneezing?
Otis.
Yeah. Sorry, one of my dogs has the sneezes right now.
They all had the sneezes. Jesus Christ. Half-wits now.
Yeah, everybody's being very well behaved. It's maybe the dogs and Steve and everybody are in shock. It could have been Steve that sneezed earlier. It sounds crazy, but they do sneeze, and it's the cutest thing ever. First time Steve sneezed, we were like, what was that? So I'm surprised he's not mad at Young and the Restless Time. He's not watching the soap opera. I'm surprised he isn't yelling. I agree. 1 o'clock cannot get here fast enough. I don't know. I mean, everybody wants to know motive. Of course, I want to know motive, but, you know, was this just some sick study for him for his frickin' doctorate in criminology? Yeah, I feel like Steve Gonsalves is going to have to apologize to the police at this point. I get why he was angry. I would have been the same way. I'm not patient. I would have wanted answers quickly, but I feel like he's going to like thank them and give them a very big hug. That's true, Bill Nye. He could have. I mean, a lot of people have theorized that he was the killer. Brian, I guess we can call him Brian now, was in the house lying in wait. Oh, wow. So Steph just sent me, I guess this is part of his research study he was doing. Some of the questions. After committing the crime, what were you thinking and feeling? How did you leave the scene? Before leaving, is there anything else you did? How did you accomplish your goal? Please explain what you were thinking and feeling. What was the first move you made in order to accomplish your goal? Please detail any thoughts. Before making your move, how did you approach the victim or target? Please detail what you were thinking and feeling. Why did you choose that victim or target over others? Thank you, Crystal. After arriving, what steps did you take prior to locating the victim or target? Please detail your thoughts and feelings. Y'all, this is creepy. Damn. So let me just bring you all up to speed, okay? Real quick review here. We've got this guy with a degree in criminal psychology who is now going to grad school to get his doctorate in criminology and criminal justice, who is doing research on past criminals' feelings around their crimes. This is the guy that has been arrested in connection to these killings, and these are some of the questions that he was asking previous criminals. After committing the crime, what were you thinking and feeling? How did you leave the scene? Before leaving, is there anything else you did? How did you accomplish your goal? Please explain what you were thinking and feeling. What was the first move you made in order to accomplish your goal? Please detail any thoughts. Before making your move, how did you approach the victim or target? Please detail what you were thinking and feeling. Why did you choose that victim or target over others? After arriving, what steps did you take prior to locating the victim or target? Please detail your thoughts and feelings. It was like he was writing himself a guidebook on how to commit the murder. Oh my God, all I can think is like, if he did this, or him in conjunction with other people did this, did he go back and fill out his own questionnaire? Did he have them fill out the questionnaire in regards to this crime? I mean, oh my God. Tempesta, they towed the Hyundai Elantra from the house where he was arrested. Yes, it sounds like that's exactly what he was doing, was studying to be the perfect serial killer. I mean, think about it. He's wanting to know, like, what did they do? How did they do it? What was their thought process? Probably, how did they get caught? So he knew what mistakes they made, and he could try not to make them. He knew their behavior after, so he could kind of modify his behavior, things like that. Like, wow. Yes, Bill Nye, it was actually a part of the case. They towed it from where he was arrested from. It was in Scranton, Pennsylvania, at the home that he was arrested at. Yeah, Frank, if this is his first time, yes, this is a mass murder. Serial killer is technically more than one killing, and there is normally a cool down period in between. Jennifer, we don't know if he knew any of them yet. I would be curious to know, though, if there could be a connection to the Washington and Oregon murders that we talked about before. Cops were quick to rule that out as a possibility, but kind of makes you wonder. No, I don't think this is his first time. I really don't. I could be wrong. And it could have been something on a smaller scale. I mean, it could have been animals or something, and progressed. But there's something that's going to come up in his background. I would be shocked if there's not. Oh, Megs, I bet he was glued to the news and social media. He was probably loving it because he thought he was getting away with it. I'd like to know when they came out that they were looking for the Elantra, though, if that kind of got him spooked at all. I'd like to know how long he was in Pennsylvania. Did he go there, after they started looking for the Elantra? Did he think he needed to, get out of Dodge and head to Pennsylvania? Hi, Emma. Yeah, I'm so excited for the press conference, but I'm afraid we're going to be let down because we're not going to get everything that we want to get. And, of course, we're not going to get everything that we want to get, but I'm sure they'll tell us as much as they absolutely can. Yeah, Frank, the coyotes that were on Greek Row, the sorority houses. Thank you, Shauna. The sorority houses that were involved in that were the sororities of the girls. Is where they were left, which is weird. Thank you, Sissy Jean. No, Bill, it is at 1 o'clock their time, Pacific time. The presser is going to be done by Moscow PD, Mary. It's actually going to be on their YouTube channel. Let me make sure if they've like changed the time or anything, but last I checked it was still scheduled for 1 o'clock their time. As of 2 hours ago, it was still scheduled for 1 o'clock p.m. in Moscow. At Moscow City Hall. Yeah, I cannot wait. So, I got a news alert from Fox that the crime scene cleanup crew has arrived at the house, which that would have been the big news today, right? That would have been what we were talking about, and it's overshadowed now. In case you're interested, 2 trucks and a trailer arrived at around 8:30 a.m. So, all right. Like I said, that would have been the news of the day. It was the cleaning crew. Okay, let's see. Anything updated that we don't already know? Nope. Again, the white Hyundai Elantra was towed from the home where he was arrested in Pennsylvania. It's crazy, y'all. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And again, like I said, I apologize for how I look. I was planning to go on later, and this happened, and I jumped up and I yelled, "I gotta go live!" And I had my husband and my daughter like grabbing stuff, trying to get it ready for me, and tried to get on here as quick as I could. Thanks, Phantasmic Ether. Yeah, I have, there's a Dancing Steve. There's one where Steve comes up and kind of like looks at you, and then a dachshund eating a banana for like super chat, super stickers. Yeah, what else? Subscribing and something for joining, I believe. Didn't Jason steal the car? That's what I'm hearing. June. That's what I'm hearing, is that Jason is charged with grand theft, and he was also in Pennsylvania, so I guess they were together. I would like to know what the connection is with those two. How did they hook up? Let's see. So Steph just sent me that Brian Kohberger used to be a security officer part-time in a school district in Pennsylvania. Pleasant Valley School District in Pennsylvania. He used to be a part-time security officer. That's scary. What was I going to do? Pictures. Okay, so this is the guy. This is Jason Elkins, who's been charged with grand theft auto. And this is Brian Kohberger, who has been charged with first-degree murder. Chris, this is Jason. Apparently he stole the Elantra. He's from Meridian, Idaho. Thank you, Janet. And for people that haven't heard it, or just because it freaks me out so bad, let's go over his little questionnaire again that he was doing his research on these criminals. So some of his questions are: after committing the crime, what were you thinking and feeling? How did you leave the scene? Well, you know he had to have taken notes on that. How did you leave the scene? Before leaving, is there anything else you did? What did you accomplish, or how did you accomplish your goal? Please explain what you were thinking and feeling. What was the first move you made in order to accomplish your goal? Please detail any thoughts. Before making your move, how did you approach the victim or target? Please detail what you were thinking and feeling. Why did you choose that victim or target over others? After arriving, what steps did you take prior to locating the victim or target? Please detail your thoughts and feelings. Man. Yeah, Justin, I assume. Thank you, sissy. Welcome to the Steve Squad. I am guessing the Elantra was the getaway car. Oh, here comes Shiloh from the other side this time. Thank you, Steph. Welcome to the Steve Squad. I know you're one of Steve's biggest fans. Yeah, I would like to know that too, JP. I mean, you think about it, we hear people try to insert themselves in investigations, and he probably thought he was smarter than the cops, right? I mean, he's getting his doctorate in criminology and criminal justice. He probably thought he was smarter than them, that he could outsmart them, that he could get by with this. Well, he was wrong, thank God. Sorry, Shiloh's over here making noise, babe. She just wants to be a YouTube star. I know he was watching the coverage, the news coverage, and probably relishing in the fact that he thought he pulled off the perfect crime. That there was no way in Moscow, Idaho, they were going to be able to solve this crime. That he won. He accomplished what he wanted to do, and he got away with it. I know, as sure as I'm sitting here, he was doing that. Guarantee it. And I imagine when the Elantra was mentioned, that might have given him a little bit of a oh shit moment, because he realized we did mess up. They do have a clue. But I feel like he probably still thought he had gotten away with it. You know, he's all the way over on the East Coast. He probably thought there was no way they were going to catch up with him. They would never find the car, so they would never find him. Yeah, the rooster. We also have So we have outside chickens, just to give you a little story on Steve. He is what they call a bantam chicken, which is like a miniature chicken. And my husband got 2 bantam chickens, and one was Steve and one was a silky. And if you don't know what a silky chicken is, look it up. They're kind of crazy looking. They've got like crazy hair and furry, like not furry, but like feathers on their legs and stuff. Shiloh. Babe. Can you get Shiloh? So anyway, Steve was outside with the other chickens and he got beat up by the chickens and he went into shock and he lost almost all of his feathers and he was in really bad shape. We thought we were going to lose Steve. And my daughter and I went out and rescued him and brought him into, thank you, Megs, and brought him into the house. And sorry, that's Wrecking Ball. We nursed him back to health. He got all of his feathers back, but part of his comb fell off, and one day I picked him up and his feet fell off. He didn't bleed. They fell off though. So Steve doesn't have feet. And I couldn't put him back out there without feet. He wouldn't have stood a chance. So Steve has a coop in the house. He lives in the house with us now. And Steve was named by my son, and the other bantam chicken, the crazy Silky, was named by my daughter. That's her chicken, and his name is Jerry. So yes, it is a zoo here. It's like mass chaos all the time. My husband is off work right now because of the holidays. My daughter's here. We've all been sick. It's been cold, so the dogs are in the house, and yeah. I'm trying to pull up a picture that I can show you what Jerry looks like. I don't know if you can see. That's a Silky. That's Jerry. Okay, let's see. Yeah, BTK, I did a research paper on him, and yeah, it kind of reminds me of him in a way. Papa B, Jerry has done great. And he, like I said, there's Steve, guys. He's a bantam, so he's a little silky, and he has survived 2 winters. I mean, I live in Oklahoma, but it has been below freezing, and he has done great. Yeah, Dana, Steve pretty much stays in his little coop because of the dogs. They chase each other around, but I do let him out. I put him in a room where we're by ourselves, and oh my goodness, and dogs are knocking over the green screen. Yeah, he gets around on his little stubby legs. It's very cute. I have some videos, they're shorts, I think, and you can kind of see him walking around a little bit, but yeah, he gets around great. He's fast. He runs from one end of his coop to the other. He likes to chase my husband. He's not a fan of my husband. So if my husband walks by, he runs from one end to the other and tries to chase him.
He's a butthole.
He is not a butthole.
He is a butthole.
Yeah, there was a Dylan White arrested as well. Same time as Elkins. Yeah, Steph calls him his nublets. Yeah, his little stubby legs. We used to call him Stubby Steve. Yeah, the latest one, Dana, one of my subscribers sent Steve a xylophone toy for Christmas, and he's playing his xylophone. It's very cute. Actually, where's Colleen?
Colleen, you in your room? Mom wants you.
Dylan White was arrested with Jason Elkins. Is that his name? They were both arrested. I believe they were both involved in the Grand Theft Auto. Hang on.
Stop it.
I'll be right back, you guys. I got like a little bit of a surprise. Hang on. Here, have a seat.
What's up? I'm back. I don't know what's being talked about. The kennel is out of control.
Okay.
Oh,
Get down.
well, hello.
Sam.
I don't know how to get these. Can you put these on for me?
Get up. Are you on your ear?
Yeah. Okay, I got a surprise. Here you go, guys. The man, the myth, the legend.
Leave him alone.
Hey,
No. Leave him alone, Magic.
Magic.
Do you have anything to say? So this is Steve the house chicken.
Wreck, get down.
They're excited to see you.
No, ma'am. Wreck.
They're excited to see you, Steve. You've never been on here before. Your son said he was cute. Yes, he's very cute. I don't know if he'll let me show you his feet. Nope. Can you see? That's his feet. He has no feet. Yes. Are you happy they made an arrest, Steve? Everybody would like to know if you were happy that they made an arrest in Idaho. Yeah? I think he sees himself, you guys. Everybody give a thumbs up for Steve.
Booty. No, ma'am. Get. Go lay down.
Yes. Are you excited for the press conference?
I said no.
Yeah? Are we going to watch the press conference together? Yes.
I said no.
He's looking right at the microphone while he talks. Yeah. I'm sorry, I had to adjust.
Huh?
All right, so you gonna sit here and do the rest of this with me? Oh my. Okay. Look, there you are. You want to give them the recap? So, this morning at 3 a.m. in Scranton, Pennsylvania, the SWAT team arrested Brian Kohberger, who is a 28-year-old grad student at Washington State University in Pullman, Washington. He was arrested in Scranton, Pennsylvania. He's awaiting extradition on first-degree murder charges in the murders of the Idaho Four. Dylan White and Jason Elkins were arrested for grand theft auto. The white Hyundai Elantra was towed away from the home where they arrested Brian. Yeah. And there's going to be a press conference at 1 o'clock Pacific time. And Moscow police is going to brief us on all the breaking updates in the case. Yep. Yeah. So, I guess we will start to wrap things up here. There's not really a lot more to say because we've got the name now, and all we can really do is wait for the presser. Like I said, the guy is from Pennsylvania, but he was a grad student in Pullman, Washington. He got his undergrad degree in criminal psychology. He was getting his PhD in criminology and criminal justice at Washington State University in Pullman, Washington, which they said was about a 15-minute drive from 1122 King Road. He was doing research on people that had previously committed crimes and their emotions, thoughts, feelings around that. And it's disturbing. There were two other 20-somethings arrested. They were from Meridian, Ohio, but they were arrested in Pennsylvania. One is Dylan White. One is Jason Elkins. They were arrested for grand theft auto. Not sure what the connection is yet to Kohberger, but the white Hyundai Elantra was towed from the residence the SWAT team arrested Kohberger at 3 a.m. in Scranton. And then we're waiting for a presser from Moscow PD today at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And it will be streamed on the Moscow PD YouTube channel. And I'm sure most of the YouTubers will be streaming it as well. He's very relaxed. So is everybody clear on who everybody is? Mama Bear, yeah, he lives in the house, but he lives in a coop in the house. He likes to watch TV. His favorite show is Young and the Restless. He loves to watch football with me. He also likes General Hospital, which I do not watch. He loves Rachel Ray. Yes. He watched Jeopardy the other day. He seems to like Hallmark Christmas movies. yeah, he has YouTubers that he likes to listen to. He has YouTubers that he screams the whole time they're on. He has TV shows that he will scream the whole time that the TV show is on unless we change the channel to something he likes. So, yeah, he's a house chicken. Yes, his coop is his office. Yes. He likes to make his opinions known about everything. He's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, you're a pretty cool guy, huh? And today is Friday. And for Steve, that's treat day. He gets special treats on Friday. Yeah. He gets this, it's called flock party treats. I'm waiting for him to start yelling because my husband's walking around and he's not a big fan of my husband. He loves football, Papa B. We watched 2 football games together last night. Sometimes if, like on the weekends when his soap opera's not on, I can turn on like a random football game and he's quiet and watches the whole thing. Mama Bear, where are you at? Where are you located? And sometimes when the dogs start barking, he starts crowing really loud. I think he thinks he's barking. If they start barking like somebody's here, he likes to chime in. Yes. Okay. Okay. You're okay.
Pick him up.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Okay, you're gonna hear Steve yell because my husband's gonna go take him back to his coop and he does not like my husband. Got him?
Yeah. I got him.
Okay. Oh, he's being good for you. Now, my other jealous baby. Stop it. This is Chief. He's jealous. He's my buddy. Okay, quit. I think when you do a super sticker or a super chat is when the dachshund eating a banana comes up, and that is because of the... That was Chief. He jumped out of my lap and into the bucket. Thank you. Excellent show, as always. Thank you very much. Thank you. Steve says thank you. Oh, there he is, back in his coop. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me for this very spur of the moment live. The breaking news that came out that I couldn't wait to share with you. I'm sure I'll be back on later. I guess when the press conference comes on, maybe we'll watch it together. What do you think? But definitely thank you all for being here. Give it a thumbs up on your way out if you didn't give it a thumbs up on your way in. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It is free to subscribe. And if you are so inclined, join the channel, join the Steve Squad. We would love to have you here. And you can do a super thanks if you are on the replay crew watching this later, or a CashApp or a Venmo, either one. Doesn't matter. But it's never required. Never. Don't ever feel obligated to send me something so I will read your comment. It's not how we roll here. Okay, Emma, you want to come back for the presser? We can come back for the presser. Brian, it's both. It is. When you come to my channel, you get both. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, when you come to my channel, you never know what you're going to get. It is true crime, but we have we've got 10 dogs and we've got chickens, and yeah, you never know what you're going to get. I've got a husband, I've got kids, so it's kind of a free-for-all. Yes, hit like for Steve and thank him for his commentary. I'll thank him with some treats when we get off of here. He did a good job. I'm proud of my little man. Let's see what we got going here. Okay, hang on. Hold, please. Oh my. So Steph sent me on Messenger, and it's from 4chan, so kind of take it with a grain of salt. 4chan is like a minefield. But on December 12th, Anonymous posted, and let's just put trigger warning up here because it's a bit graphic. I hung their intestines from a ceiling fan and shoved my knife up Kaylee's, starts with a C, ends with a T. I'm hiding in the woods in shithole Pennsylvania. Good luck catching me. Wow. And this guy just happens to be in Pennsylvania. Alrighty then. As if his questionnaire wasn't bad enough. Yeah, it does get real here. It gets real. I've told people many times before, but if it is your first time here, I don't pretend. I don't put on airs. I don't try to be somebody that I'm not. This is me. If you can ask my best friend, she's in chat. If you meet me in real life, I am exactly like I am on here. I'm exactly the same, 100%. I am me. And on this channel, everything you see is real life. You will hear my dogs barking. You will hear them running around. You will hear them eating. You will sometimes hear them getting a drink in the background. You'll hear Steve yelling. Sometimes you'll hear my husband. Sometimes you'll hear my daughter. Sometimes they're happy. Sometimes they're crabby. It is what it is. We take it as it comes on this channel. Whatever will be, will be. Que sera, sera. Steve's preferred pronoun is king. My husband said, no, it's not. My husband and Steve have such a love-hate relationship, y'all. All right, let's just do one more check here to see if there's anything that we're missing. I think Steve wants his treats. Oh, I can take my trigger warning down. Okay, Reagan, I'm sending it right now. 1 second. All right, I sent it, Reagan. Does husband like chicken? He likes to eat chicken. He likes all the eggs the chickens outside give us. He hates Steve. He does not like roosters. Yes, Emma, hopefully everybody will come back for the presser. Yeah, Emma, they have a history of when I got Steve better, he wanted Steve to go back outside, and I said I couldn't do that to Steve because now he was disabled because he didn't have feet, and I let him stay in the house, and my husband was just like, you're spoiling him. But yeah, okay guys, let's wrap everything up here. I need to go charge my computer. I need to get Steve his treats. I need to get more caffeine in my body to get through the presser. And hopefully I will see you all back here then. I'll try to come on a little bit before the presser so we're all in here and ready to go when it starts. So it will be, like I said, 3 o'clock my time. So about 2.5 hours from now. So in about 2 hours, I guess I'll be back. So until then, everybody take care of yourselves, and we will all gather back here in 2 hours and watch this exciting press conference together. Until then, y'all take care, and I will see you in